Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Anna, and if you are back, welcome back to another one of my videos. So, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me Q&A style. I didn't want to just do a get ready of like me just doing my makeup, but I thought I would do a little bit of a chit chat. So, I have put a post on my Instagram, and if you do not follow it, it's always linked below in the description. But I put a post on my Instagram asking people to ask me some questions. So I have them all right here. And I'm going to start my makeup and then answer as many as I can within the time that I'm doing my makeup. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So before I start, there actually was a question that was asked about my favorite green drink, and because I have one right here, I'm just going to start with that question and talk about it before we begin. So this one is probably my favorite green juice, which is just banana, cucumber, pineapple, mango. You could put pineapple in it, that'd be good too. Spinach, and then water and ice. I think I got all the ingredients. But yeah, this one's like my favorite. I don't really have, like, I don't make ones that I don't like. But one that I have tried that I don't like would be a celery ginger type green juice. And I'm just not a huge fan of celery juice and like ginger together because I feel that it just kind of tastes like dirty, if that makes sense. But yeah, so that answers that question about the green juice, and now I'm gonna start my makeup. Okay, so this is gonna be hard. I have like my phone, my mirror, my camera, and I always look in the viewfinder, so this could be a little bit difficult. What has been your biggest motivation in this last year, 2019? Okay, so 2019 was a very like good year for me. I feel like it was the biggest kind of like change in like who I am as a person, if that makes sense. If you have not watched my other videos, like I've been on a fitness journey for this past year, and I feel like my biggest motivation for it was honestly just wanting to better myself and like to feel good about myself. Like that was my motivator because I was not feeling good about how I like looked and how I felt, and I feel like school really changed me as a person, but like for the better. So I feel like in 2019, like I was my own motivation because I just really needed a change, and I found it through myself, if that makes sense. And now I'm just really, really happy, and I would say, yeah, that I was my own motivation in 2019, and I continue to do so. What foods do you enjoy eating the most? So I don't restrict myself in my diet, but I do eat kind of more of a plant-based diet, if that makes sense. So a lot of fruits and a lot of veggies. If you haven't watched my What I Eat in a Day video, you guys can go look at that, and I can link it below as well. I usually eat around those types of foods. So I guess like my favorite types of foods would be like that: smoothies, salads, stir fries, that kind of stuff. I really like black bean burgers, tacos. I also enjoy eating. I don't know, like I have a bunch of different foods, but it depends what mood I'm in. I also am a huge, like I have a sweet tooth, so I mean like if I need something sweet, like I do really like chocolate. Oh, I forgot to blend this in. Where the heck do you get motivation during these times? Ha ha ha. So, I don't always have motivation, if I'm honest. Like, there are days where I have spent just literally lounging all day, because I just have a zero motivation and I don't want to do anything. And like, that's honestly like not a bad thing. Like, I think it's good to have those days, but I also find that the sun alters my motivation. Like, I feel like if it's really, really nice out, like I feel more inclined to like get up and want to do things. But because of the situation that we're in, I've been really, really trying to manifest positive mindset, because it is a weird time and can be like negative. So I feel as though I like try to keep manifesting a positive attitude, which causes me to have more motivation, like to do things, to be active, and to like try new hobbies and to cook more and that kind of thing. I don't know if that really answers your question, but I feel like that is my response. Favorite TV series on Netflix. Okay, so I don't really, like, I'm not a huge movie watcher. Like, I have to be in a mood to watch movies, and I prefer Netflix shows. So I just finished the show Dare Me, I believe that's what it's called, and I didn't find it like bad. I actually enjoyed it, and that's the last one that I've watched. I tried getting onto Tiger King and I never actually finished it. A lot of people told me I need to give it like another chance and like keep watching, but it just wasn't really my forte. So if you guys have suggestions of like TV series, let me know, because I do want a new one. I just haven't been able to find one I get into. Plans after you graduate. Alright, so I am finishing up my second year of massage therapy, and I am going into my third and final year. So right now that looks very dark on camera. Right now what my plan is I actually, so this summer I originally was supposed to work in a massage clinic, but because of the pandemic I don't really know where that's going to lead me. But if I work in that clinic, usually they offer to like new RMTs a position to sign a 2-year contract, and then they pay out your tuition for you. So ideally I want to live at home and hopefully get that opportunity and just work within that clinic for the 2 years, and then after that I want to start to build my own business. So if you don't know, I am in massage therapy, but I also want to become a yoga instructor as well. So I plan on getting my yoga certification, so I'm gonna go like travel, do a yoga retreat type style thing, and then I am going to hopefully in the long run open up my own yoga studio as well as massage practice, and I want to be my own boss and like open my own business that incorporates the two of those things. Also my eyebrows are like really horrendous because of quarantine and just been lazy to do them, so I'm actually not going to fill them in or anything today because they need to be done very badly. Anyways, back to after I graduate. So yeah, that's like the plan. And the long run, obviously, like I'm not gonna have my own business probably for a lot of years because I need to like save and all that kind of stuff. But that's like the rough idea of what I would like to do. I also want to get my why am I blanking? My aromatherapy, oh my god, my aromatherapy certification, because I want to incorporate that within my like practice as well, and possibly acupuncture. And now I'm getting red because I just embarrassed myself. Yeah, I'd say like that kind of wraps up where I am at for post-graduation. How do you stick to being healthy and working out and not giving up? Okay, so I kind of have talked about this in my past videos for like my fitness, but I will kind of just touch on that a little bit. So I find that I used to get on health kicks, and I would start them and be super into them, and then I would quickly just quit because I just lost motivation, whatever, and it just like wouldn't stick. Now, the way I feel about health and fitness has changed a lot since last year, just because it was a huge like eye-opener for me and like an awakening, because it hit different. I wasn't in a good place like mentally because of how I felt and looked physically, so that really I think like set the tone for me like getting on a health kick and sticking to it. I honestly just had this drive and this motivation that I hadn't had before, and it really encouraged me to want to better myself and like to stick to it, because if you stick to things, like you will see results, you will see change. I also ended up getting, so when I first started losing weight and like sticking to it, I got a tattoo, and it's on my hip, and it actually is the word patience, and I have it as a reminder for myself to be patient with myself, and that good things come to those who have patience, because there were times where I would be very upset with myself because I've been like trying to eat healthy and I've been working out and yada yada, but I would be frustrated because I felt that I wasn't seeing results, or I felt that like I just wasn't being patient with myself. But now I am seeing results and I'm in a happier place, and like everything has transitioned in a sense. But yeah, so I also feel like this has become something I love. Like I thoroughly enjoy cooking clean and eating clean and being healthy and doing a workout and just like being active. It makes me feel really, really good, and it just really has like changed my mindset. Like it's not a chore anymore. I feel like I really got into the habit of like back before I started to actually do health and fitness like properly. I felt like it was like a chore, and it was like, ugh, like I have to do this today. But now it's like, okay, like I'm really excited for tomorrow because I get to hit back, like blah blah blah, like that kind of stuff, and it really makes me excited to do the things. I feel if it is like a chore, you're not going to enjoy doing it, which means it's not going to stick. But if you find things that work for you and that make you feel good, I feel like it's going to turn out positive like in the long run. But yeah, I think that kind of wraps that up. How are you feeling about quarantine? I actually don't hate it. So, I mean, I hate not like seeing my friends and like seeing people because I'm a huge, huge, huge people person. But I feel like the way I see it is that I feel like a lot of the time we're just creatures of habit. So we complain about wanting to not have to work and wanting to not have school and like all this stuff, but then now that we're given that time, people are like, oh my god, like this sucks, blah blah blah. But if you see it like as a positive outlet, you can be like, okay, yes, this sucks, but now I have all this time to do things that I've always been wanting to doing. So for instance, I am trying to get a lot better at posting on YouTube, be more active. I am trying to do different types of workouts, and like I'm really honing in on like my yoga practice and trying to like better myself in that way, like those kinds of things. I also have been like trying to paint more because I do love painting and drawing. Just within my normal daily routine of life, I don't really make time for those kinds of things. So I'm actually enjoying quarantine because it's allowing me to kind of do life at my pace. So like I ease into my mornings and like I take my time and I just do what I want to do. Obviously like I get done what I need to, but then I have like more time to enjoy things that I want to do, if that makes sense. Have you taken up any new hobbies? I wouldn't say any new hobbies, just becoming better at like doing old hobbies. Does that make sense? So with that being said, like I said, I've been painting, but I've also been singing more, which I kind of don't do as often at school, playing guitar, like that kind of stuff. So I've been like testing myself in that way, trying to be like better in that sense, I guess. Cooking, I've been cooking more. I've been baking. Like I wouldn't say I've been doing it consecutively, but throughout quarantine I have been trying new things, trying new recipes, which has been really fun and exciting, like if you like doing those things, which I do. And then I don't even know what else have I been doing. Yoga, working out. I mean, back to like the quarantine thing, one thing that does suck about it is that it kind of feels like my days are on repeat a little bit, just because a lot of the times like I am doing the same thing each day, but it's not like awful. It could be a lot worse. I also was having a conversation with my friend today, and we were saying how like it's gonna probably be better when like the weather is a little bit warmer. So like I have a pool and I will be 110% content just like going outside and tanning and just being able to eat my breakfast at the pool and stuff like that. Like I don't think that it's going to be a bad thing. I also feel like I'm like missing steps in my makeup because I just suck at multitasking. A ride or die product that you always use. So I feel like I like to switch up my products because I do like to like try new things, but something that I will always like never not use, is that the right wording? I don't even know, is like lip balm. So I find like I will wear lipstick and stuff like if I'm going out, but on like a daily basis I do wear lip balm. Right now I just have like the Burt's Bees wax lip balm, this one. and it is in the flavor vitamin E and peppermint, but I really enjoy just using like a clear lip balm. I would say that's probably like my OG product. I don't really know if I would have another one. I mean, I'm not super, like I have products that I like, but I've used multiple different kinds, so I wouldn't say it's like an OG. I don't know. Workouts to help balance the core and strength. So, I find that it depends. So I really enjoy, so I incorporate cardio and abs into all of my workouts every time I do it, and I don't work out every single day. I try to do something active every single day, but if I'm feeling kind of like, well, I'm not going to force myself to work out. Like I said, I don't want to make it a chore. But when I do my abs in my workouts, I kind of just do basic ab motions, because a lot of the times when you do a general workout, depending on like what it is, your core is like stability, right? Like it stabilizes your entire body. So regardless of like what you're doing, you actually always are incorporating core. With that being said though, I find that yoga, because like yoga is considered a workout, like you'd be surprised how many calories you burn in like a half an hour of doing yoga, but I find that it really helps my core and balance, just because you're constantly challenging yourself in balance, and then when you're balancing you have to use your core. So I really enjoy doing that. So if you are interested in doing any yoga, I have been considering posting workouts or like yoga practices on my channel that you guys can just like follow with me. If you are interested in watching those, like let me know, because I would be more than happy to do that. But yeah, like you can look up videos also on YouTube of beginner yoga and like core workouts that are yoga based. Like there's so many options on YouTube. But another app that is really good is an app that my friend recommended to me and I have fallen in love with during quarantine, and it's called Down Dog. Right now it's free until May, just because of quarantine. I think that's why they did it. But they have like a various amount of options for beginners, intermediate, etc. You can choose how in depth they explain things or how little. Like it's a very diverse app, which I really like. And yeah, so that's what I would kind of say for that question there. But yeah, that wraps up my makeup, I think. I'm not gonna do anything else just because I am not really going anywhere today, so I don't want anything too crazy. But yeah, and I think that actually is all the questions there. Someone just said hello, Anna Grace, hello. But yeah, so if you guys have any further questions, you guys can always DM me on my Instagram. You guys can comment on my YouTube videos. I usually am pretty good for answering almost everyone that messages me, because I truly do appreciate the people that watch my videos, just because I never really thought that people would watch my videos. So it means a lot when you guys do comment and do share your opinions, because I get a little bit discouraged if like I do put a post on my Instagram and like no one really responds. So like today with all of these responses, I was actually like overwhelmed and like super grateful, because I didn't feel stupid for making the post. But yeah, so if you guys ever do have any questions, do not hesitate to message me. I also just want to touch on this. I made this sweatsuit, and it's just like a green tie-dyed sweatsuit. And I've been getting like questions from friends and like other people Snapchatting me, asking me how I made it and that kind of thing, etc. So another quarantine DIY, if you guys want a video of how I made my sweatsuit, I don't mind doing anything like that, because I actually really love it. But other than that, I think that's where I'm gonna leave off my video. So thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet already, make sure you do so below. You can also turn on your post notifications for every time that I do post a video, and I'm trying to upload at least every week now. I know at my little end clip it says every weekend, but depending on what I do, it might just be posted throughout the week. But yeah, other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.